Someone once said a powerful line. Fear may block every road, but calmness always creates a new one. Hello friends, my name is Sam, and I welcome again you to my YouTube channel, English as Fluent. Today I am going to tell you a story that is not just meant to entertain you, but to touch your thinking and your life. This is a story that asks you to stay calm when everything around you is falling apart. If you listen to it carefully, you may find your own struggles hidden inside this story. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a deep and vast forest, there lived a deer. The forest was usually full of life, but that day it felt unusually quiet. The sun was burning fiercely in the sky. The heat was heavy, and the ground looked dry and cracked. Small ponds had dried up, and the leaves on the trees were losing their freshness. Even the birds had stopped singing. The deer had been wandering for a long time in search of water. Her throat was completely dry, and her body felt weak with every passing step. She had already crossed several paths, looked into empty streams, and searched near dried ponds, but everywhere she went, she found nothing. With every step, her hope became weaker, but her thirst pushed her forward. As time passed, her legs began to shake. Her breathing became heavy, and her mind slowly started filling with fear. She wondered how long she could survive without water. Still, she did not stop, because when the body needs something to survive, it does not allow you to give up easily. After walking for hours, the deer finally reached a large tree. Its shadow offered a little relief from the burning sun. She slowly sat down under the tree, closed her eyes, and tried to gather her strength. For a moment, the forest was completely silent. No wind, no sound, only her breathing. Then suddenly, she heard something. At first, the sound was very faint, almost like an illusion. She listened carefully. Slowly, the sound became clearer. It was the sound of flowing water. Her heart started beating faster. Hope, which she thought she had lost, returned instantly. Without wasting a single second, she stood up and started moving toward the sound, forgetting her tiredness and pain. After running for some distance, she stopped. In front of her was a wide and deep river. The water was flowing calmly, shining under the sunlight. For the deer, this river was not just water, it was life itself. It felt as if destiny had given her a second chance. Happiness filled her heart, and without thinking twice, she rushed toward the river. As she bent her head down to drink water, something caught her attention. Her eyes moved slightly to the right, and her entire body froze. A hunter was standing there, hidden behind a tree. His eyes were sharp, his hand steady, and an arrow was fixed on his bow, aimed directly at her. In that moment, fear took over her mind. Her breath almost stopped. In panic, she quickly looked to her left. Behind the bushes, a lion was standing silently. Its eyes were fixed on her, and its body was ready to attack. The deer completely forgot about her thirst. Her mind went blank. She felt trapped. Terrified, she turned around to see if she could escape from behind. But what she saw made her heart sink. A massive fire was spreading through the forest. The flames were moving closer, burning everything in their path. Thick smoke filled the air, and the heat was unbearable. Now the deer understood her situation. In front of her was a deep river. On the right side was a hunter. On the left side was a lion. Behind her was a dangerous fire. Every direction was blocked. There was no clear way out. Fear surrounded her from all sides. She stood there, shaking. Her body wanted to run, but her mind knew there was nowhere to go. Inside her, a silent battle began. Fear screamed at her to escape, but logic asked her where she could go. Slowly, a strange calmness entered her heart. She realized that panic would not save her. Fear would only make her suffer more. She thought to herself that she had come here to drink water. If this moment was truly her last, then she did not want to die thirsty. With this thought, she slowly bent her head again and started drinking water. Not in hurry, not in fear, but with acceptance. Cold water touched her dry throat, and life flowed back into her body. At that very moment, something unexpected happened. Dark clouds suddenly covered the sky. The wind became strong, and within moments, heavy rain began to fall. The rain slowly started extinguishing the fire behind her. The smoke faded, and the flames disappeared. Because of the rain, the ground became slippery. The hunter lost his balance, and his arrow slipped, missing its target. The sound of movement caught the lion's attention. The lion noticed the hunter and immediately attacked him. Both disappeared deep into the forest. After drinking enough water, the deer slowly lifted her head. She looked to her right. The hunter was gone. She looked to her left. The lion was nowhere to be seen. She turned back. The fire was completely extinguished. The forest was calm once again. The deer stood there silently for a moment, alive and safe. Without fear, without hurry, she calmly walked away into the forest, carrying a lesson written by life itself. My friends, this story is not really about a deer. It is about us. In our lives, problems do not come one by one. When they come from every direction. Family issues, money problems, career pressure, fear of society, and fear of failure surround us just like they surrounded the deer. When this happens, most people panic. They stop thinking clearly. They forget their purpose. But fear never gives solutions. Calmness does. Success is often very close, but fear makes it invisible. So when life surrounds you with problems, do not panic. Do not stop. Stay calm. Focus on your work. Keep moving forward. And remember, one day the same world that doubts you will stop and watch you win. If you like this story, then subscribe our YouTube channel, English as Fluent, and write, calm, in the comment box. I will meet you in the next video.